everyone! Unfortunately, the audio was lost for this episode, so we only have the camera audio. Sorry if it sounds a little weird, but things will be back to normal next episode. Thanks!
Real fast to make sure you can hear me clearly.
Yeah.
Am I coming in clear?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
And you're not peeking.
Okay, perfect. So get your fucking hand off of me. Alright.
Welcome to the show where we lie about things. Today, welcome to Nothing Important, where we talk about just that. Nothing important. That's the bit with the name. Today's subject is everybody's favorite angry red guy,
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman or David Harbour, your pick.
We're talking about Hellboy.
Hellboy.
Held boy.
I thought it was Mr. Krabs.
No. The held boy.
Alright, who's going
The guy
first?
with the big arm
I go first. That's me.
and the gun
Ooh, okay.
and the man bun.
Alright, round one.
Round 1! Fight!
So, Joe, today I have for you a story from Hellboy.
I've never read a Hellboy.
Well, I hadn't either until this.
You're shaking my confidence in you, Jared.
Well, I'm practically illiterate, so today I bring to you from 2009, Dancing Fairy Queen. It's a short story from an anthology. It's by Hellboy's creator, Mike Mignola, with art by Kevin Nolan. So it's set in the early 80s. Hellboy is on a fishing boat in Scandinavia. He's just like chilling, eating fish, and they dock, and he gets off the boat. This is what I learned.
Yeah, Doc.
He's chilling.
God
in
damn
fish.
it, Jake. We haven't even made it into a minute, probably, and you're already, they're docking, all right. Hellboy and the fisherman. Hellboy's uncut, Jake says.
I don't like this.
He regrets Hellboy.
It was fine up until that point.
So, they pull into port, right? They're in Scandinavia. Hellboy gets off the boat, and he's like, just in the town, and people are like, there's a rumor going around that there's like a village nearby that's being afflicted with a dancing plague. You know about those, right? Those historical dancing plagues where like a bunch of everyone in the village dances until they die. So he hears about this and he's like, that's kind of spooky, and that's right up my alley, me, Hellboy. So he goes to this village and he finds them, and they are dancing, but it's not just like any kind of like, you would think it's like old, like folksy, like maypole type dancing. That is not the case. They are in fact all disco dancing. There's like mirror balls all over the place. There's like strobe lights and whatever, and like people are like, they're all sweaty, they're miserable looking, and he's like, what's going on here? What are you guys? And he's like looking at them, and he can tell that they're all like being enchanted by something. So he's like, we're in Scandinavia. This is like prime fairy country. This is some fairy shit. So he's like, he goes into the woods where the Fae folk live, and he like finds their little village, and they're all dressed in like, like white jumpsuits, and there's like sequins and whatever. The fairies, turns out the fairies love disco, and that's why the Scandinavians love disco so much too.
What's not to love?
Yeah, what's not to love, first of all? But they're all like, he's like asking, he's like, where's your fairy queen? I gotta talk to her. She's doing it. She cursed those people, and that's not cool. So he's brought to like the royal family, and there's two kings, two queens, and they're very obviously modeled after ABBA, which is funny. And so he's like,
This is from what year again?
2009.
Okay.
I think this is probably when ABBA was getting really popular again. Like, they go in phases, like every
Yeah.
10 years, everyone's
You
like,
know,
all right, ABBA exists.
and like Mike Mignola was he was like a young person in the 70s. He probably liked disco. Everybody, even if you didn't say you liked it, everybody liked it a little bit.
Except for your mom.
Well, my mom is a problem. She's problematic.
I'm sure when I make your mom jokes, I get in trouble.
That's not a joke. Joe's just
Yeah,
being.
that's not a
Joe's
joke.
just like
That's
my
just a
mom.
fact.
My
Because
mom in the
every-
70s would have fist fights
every-
with other people about disco. My mom, she's like, I hate disco. I'm a real rocker. I listen to Queen, the
Yeah.
rockiest of the rock music. I'm
Yeah.
like,
every time,
mother.
every time I'm at your house and I put on disco, she comes out and she's like, "Who's playing disco in here?"
Yeah, and then you go, me. She goes, Joe, I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah.
Disco's great.
Disco's great.
Yeah.
So,
Bring disco back.
It is back.
it is back. Just,
What?
It's
Yeah.
back right now.
Oh my
A
god.
lot of pop musicians
Yeah.
are inspired by disco. So, anyways, Hellboy says to the fairy family, he's like, you gotta lift this curse. And they say, well, we're fairies and we don't do anything easily. Everything has to be a game with us. We don't live by your, like, human, whatever, your mortal, whatever rules. Or we're just timeless and we fuck around.
At least they're honest
Hellboy is
about it.
human.
No, he's not, but
Kinda.
I guess.
He's descended from King Arthur.
Okay, but is he human?
Kinda.
A little bit.
Listen, at least they're like, listen, we'll do it, but we're gonna be real fucking annoying about
Yeah,
it.
so that's exactly what they say to him. And they're like, you have to face our champion. And if you win, we'll lift the curse from the village. And but if you lose, you become our new fairy court jester.
Wow.
And he's like, oh, I don't want to fucking do that. So I accept your challenge. And he's like thinking it's gonna be like a big fight. You know, this like he's like brought to an arena, and this big guy in a suit of like chrome mirror ball armor comes out, and Hellboy's like, all right, time to throw down. And then like the lights go out and a spotlight goes on the guy and he's like glittering all over the place, and then his armor falls off and there's this tiny little fairy guy in another like skin tight white leotard. Turns out it's a dance battle because again the fairies cannot do anything in any kind of traditional way. So now Hellboy is like,
So
fuck.
does Hellboy have moves?
Turns out he does have moves.
He's
Yeah.
pretty fly for a red guy.
You're fired.
Oh, Jake.
I'm so sad.
Tune in next week when we replace Jake.
Yeah.
With Fred.
Yeah, Fred would never say anything like that, would you?
Exactly.
No one's operating Fred right now.
So,
What am I gonna cut to? What is Cat gonna do with that?
We'll figure it out. The chief will figure it out.
she'll figure it out. So, yeah, Hellboy has moves, and everyone is like, oh my god. He's like really light on his feet, and he's like spinning around.
Oh my god.
And they're like, what the fuck? I never would have thought this big red guy in the trench coat would like bust it down.
Sexual style.
Yes.
Very.
Only. Hellboy only busted down sexual style. And so he wins, and they go, where did you learn to dance like us? And Hellboy says, I'm actually a big Donna Summers fan. Not a lot of people know this about me. And so they're like, well, you've bested our champion, and so they lift the curse.
What's happening?
It's Hellboy. Joe.
Disco Hellboy!
Things just happen in Hellboy. Yeah, Hellboy's like, I watch Soul Train every single day.
I have no knowledge of Hellboy.
Curse is lifted, and everybody's thankful, and he gets back on the boat, and that's the end.
Wow.
There you go. Thanks.
Okay.
Question time.
Question time.
Alright. Where in Scandinavia were they? Does it say?
Finland, I
Finland.
think it was just. I think it just said like Scandinavia, early 1980s at the beginning of it.
So, that could be any of them.
Yeah, it's just like in the sea up there.
That's one of the places my family's from.
Oh yeah.
That's nice. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that, Jake. It's just like,
Just telling you a little bit more about myself.
Nobody asked you.
yeah, no one asked for Jake
It's
War
a job.
right now.
No one's gonna care when you're replaced.
Fred.
Oh, we're doing like Jake is trying to secure his spot by doing an exposition dump about himself right now. See, I'm important.
Care about my character. Guess what? Nobody does.
Alright. What's Hellboy wearing during his dance battle?
Oh well, he's in like his regular, like he's got his like pants and boots and a shirt and his trench coat. He takes the trench coat off he's like taking it off like I'm fixing for a fight. But then the dance battle happens and he's like, all right, it's probably best I took the coat off. So, but he takes his belt with his guns off because that's gonna weigh him down while he's dancing.
No. Do any of the fairies have names?
I think Hellboy calls one of them Bjorn, but I don't know if that's like his actual name or if he's like, you're in Scandinavia, you're probably named Bjorn.
Gotta be a Bjorn around here.
Alright.
Typical Hellboy.
3 questions.
3 questions.
I
There you go.
love Joe's questions. Really, he has no strategy with his questions.
No.
He's just like, what's their favorite color?
Joe's face. What am I supposed to do?
You're insulting him.
Where could any strategy come from?
Like you can ask questions to pick apart his story.
Like I'm setting them up for like a trap card.
Yes.
Hey Joe, you gotta lay down 2 cards face down and end your turn.
You gotta play pot of greed.
I ask questions subtly so you don't know if what you're telling me is giving it away.
How's that
What did
working
you
out
just say?
for you?
Great. I did great last time. I did fucking phenomenal.
Alright, round 2.
I guess.
Alright, Joe. Like,
Can you pick apart his story? Am I gonna be like, no names, huh? Weird.
Usually you're so thorough,
Yeah.
Jeremy.
It's Hellboy. They're really like it's really
It's
just
Hellboy. No one's named anything.
it's just like
True.
it's just pretty art and like weird creatures and Hellboy grumbling to himself and maybe he punches somebody.
Maybe he shoots someone.
It's really just how Mike Mignola is feeling when he decided to write a Hellboy.
Okay,
oh, fuck.
I believe you.
Alright.
Thanks.
Do you?
Or do I?
I don't. That's what I asked.
I know. You didn't let me finish.
Jesus Christ.
You didn't let me finish.
Fuck it.
Round 2. Fight!
It's round 2.
Jake's Hellboy
It's my
story.
oh my god, my brain is melting already.
Alright, Jake.
Jake, tell us about the Hellboy.
Alright, Jake. Where'd you dig up this one?
Joe, much like you and Jeremy, I don't know much about Hellboy. All I really know about it is the movies and that one famous panel with the monkey with the gun.
I love the monkey with the gun.
My story is complementary to your Latin heritage.
Okay.
Great.
This is
This is going
Jake
down a
is
dark
really
path.
He spent all these episodes ignoring that you're
Right.
Latino, and
He's
now
erasing
he's like,
me, and
yeah,
now
he's erasing your identity, your Latinx heritage, and now he's pandering.
I can't make fun of him for being Latino. I can make fun of him for being Italian. That's
just the way it works. This is make the rules.
Don't make fun of him. Joe's a sweet boy.
Innocent boy.
that's not how this works. That's not how this show works.
No one makes fun of Joe. We've never done that ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
You called him an idiot before we started filming.
Well, he was being dumb.
We never make fun of him on camera.
That's not true.
We can't let there be evidence.
He knows what he did.
Oh my god.
Alright, Jake, pander to me.
Alright.
Dean me.
Alright, my story is also by Mike Mignola, which is Hellboy in Mexico.
Okay.
Okay? So in my story, Hellboy and Abe Sapien.
Right, fine. I'm not Mexican.
I know you're not.
He didn't say you were Mexican. He said complimentary to your Latin heritage.
Okay.
I was wondering if he was going to call me on that, actually. It took him a minute.
I wasn't even paying attention.
So
He's not paying attention anymore.
yeah.
the year is 1982. Hellboy and Abe Sapien are...
Wait, was this written in 1982?
No, it takes place in 1982.
It was written when?
2010.
Wow. A year after yours.
He was really feeling the early 80s in the 2009, 2010.
This feels more... it takes place in 1982, and him and Abe Sapien are hanging out in Mexico. They're waiting to get picked up, and they're just kind of like going to a nearby building where there's a statue of the Virgin Mary. And all around the room is pictures of Hellboy with a bunch of luchadors. And Abe's like, hey, what the fuck? That's weird. So Hellboy tells him about his adventures in Mexico in 1956. See, that was just a framing device.
Oh.
Damn, he's old Hellboy.
Yeah, he's an old man. He's almost as old
Is
as
he
I
immortal,
am.
Hellboy?
Kinda.
Yeah.
He lives for a really long time.
So
I got that vibe from him.
he's an old soul. Like
He's almost immortal type.
Remember the Ron Perlman movie? It shows you that he comes to Earth in the 40s.
Yeah.
And then he's operating in the 2000s, and he's just like a...
He's a
An
Ron
angry
Perlman
guy.
age.
Yeah, he's Ron Perlman age.
So Hellboy was sent to Mexico to deal with like supernatural activity, as they do with them. You
Yeah.
know, people were killed. Hellboy did his best. You know,
People die. He did his best.
you know,
I'm doing my best.
It is what it is. I'm trying. All right. So these three luchadors show up, and they're like, "Hey, we've been having visions from the Virgin Mary, saying we shouldn't be wrestlers anymore. We should fight monsters with you." And he's like, "What?"
Sick.
So they're like, he's just like, all right, whatever. They're not paying me enough to give a fuck about this. So the four of them spend all day drinking beers and fighting monsters.
Nice.
One night, the youngest brother, he kind of like walks off. He like wanders off for some reason. I don't know. And they all look for him, but they can't find him. So they find a message for Hellboy. All right. And it's it's telling Hellboy to go to the Mayan temple and fight an evil luchador alone. Ooh.
An evil luchador?
An evil one.
Oh, a Rudo, as they call him?
Could such a thing exist? So they go and they immediately realize that's no evil luchador. That's our missing brother.
Gasp.
The fourth brother?
The fourth, the Quattro. Quattro
Like how
Hermano.
Hermano.
like how Huey, Dewey, and Louie have a fourth brother.
Yeah, Fooey.
Exactly like
We
that.
all
Yeah.
know Fooey.
So
Put up a picture of Fooey, the fourth dog.
There he is.
put up
Comment below if you know who Fooey is.
put up a picture of Fooey and then put him next to a picture of El Santo. And there you go.
Yeah.
That's
He's the orange one, Fooey.
Okay. back on track.
Oh, my lore is stupid, but we're gonna get into the lore of fucking Huey, Dewey, and Louie in the
And
comics.
Fooey.
And Fooey.
People love Fooey.
No one loves Fooey.
I love Fooey.
No one loves you.
I mean, that's true, but still. So they
Louie loves him.
Fooey and me are like this.
No, him. Not you.
Jake is never gonna finish this story.
I just want to finish my fucking
Okay.
Keep going.
So they
Who's
fight.
stopping you?
They fight zombies.
Alright, they fight. Yeah.
Hellboy fights the brother. He rips his mask off and reveals that he's been vampirized.
Oh.
So he stabs him in the heart with a wooden stake.
Nice.
He just fucking kills
And then
him.
he just leaves, right?
Yeah, so he returns to his human form and they bury him, and then they go off and they go their separate ways, and Hellboy becomes an alcoholic for a couple of years until the BPRD finds him.
A couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Sorry. Yeah, like a year.
A year.
Yeah, he was like in a drunken stupor for months. Like he just disappeared.
Same, honestly.
This story would have been vastly improved with more Dracula. Just
So-
saying.
So we return to the present day. They're picked up in a helicopter, and then there's a small theater where a bunch of Mexican children are watching a movie with Hellboy and the Luchadors together.
That's the last panel.
Yes, because
What
good.
what movie are we watching?
I don't know. It's probably just a reference to the fact that like El Santo used to do like movies and stuff. See, I thought this was perfect for us because we all love wrestling.
Oh, Joe loves wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite pastime.
With the we, the royal we.
So you,
So
when you say the royal we, that means I'm talking about myself.
Yes,
But I want to
just
be more
royally.
Yeah, but more important.
yes,
Okay.
that's essentially what I'm saying.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Great.
Question time.
Question time.
Alright. Where in Mexico were they?
They were in.
Did Mike actually specify? I doubt he did.
I think they were in Guadalajara.
Really? Wow.
Wow.
Proud of him.
Wow.
He usually is just pretty vague.
Now, once
This.
We're here.
Do those luchadors have names?
I believe they do, but I wouldn't know them. I know one of them is called Camosos. I can't pronounce it.
Okay. That's funny.
What does that mean?
It means mind your business in Spanish, Jeremy.
Gotcha.
Holy shit.
Gotcha, Jeremy.
It means your
Mind that business of yours.
The Spanish language is so efficient. You can say mind your business with one word that Jake can't pronounce.
Got
Alright,
him.
third question.
The Spanish is usually better than that. That's what's most embarrassing about it.
What's Hellboy wearing in this movie?
The same thing he always wears.
Pants, shirt, trench coat.
Were you obsessed with his
Guns.
with his
Joe's
fashion
really
statements
into-
before?
But what's he wearing?
Yeah, what is he wearing?
What color
Man bun.
underwear?
Joe is texting Hellboy WYD. What you wearing? Winky face.
ASL.
ASL. Immortal man. Hell.
I think that was 3 questions.
I can give you one more just because of the fucking what you're wearing.
He's always wearing the same thing.
Damn.
Joe, you better ask Jessica Jesse what he's wearing in his
I will.
story.
Okay, I'll give you that freebie too, because he's gonna be wearing the same thing.
He's not a fun character than real because he's wearing the same thing all the time, right?
What the fuck are you talking
Nobody
about?
said that Hellboy was fun. Hellboy does fun things, but he
Like
himself
in
is not
Jeremy's
fun.
comic, he could have worn a disco outfit for his dance battle.
But didn't.
Yeah.
Where's he gonna get a disco outfit?
I like
Fairy
that.
magic.
I like that Joe says, see, he's not fun because he doesn't change up his look. He wears the same thing every day. Joe has worn the same exact thing in every single
I
video.
don't have disco dance battles in Scandinavia. If I did, I would change my outfit.
I was gonna take his word on that.
Damn, you got me, I guess.
I won't lie, I didn't even think of that. I thought you were gonna go for the fact that no comic book character changes their outfit.
That's what I thought at first, and then I was like, wait a second. Joe wears the same fucking thing every single day.
Yeah,
Joe
you know
is
what?
the
I'm
perfect
not
comic book
Hellboy.
character and video game character.
It's true.
Do a
I'm
montage
not
of
Hellboy.
of Joe's outfits over these episodes.
It's literally just
Exactly.
black jeans.
And you'll watch it change.
Change?
So they're lying.
I think switch between black and white is the better term. I don't know
Yeah.
change.
I wore a button-down shirt, I think, once or
Wow.
twice.
Really,
Or twice.
really changing it up there, dude.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Alright, we're done with my round.
Yes.
I'm gonna talk about mine now.
Moving on to Jesse's story.
Final round. Fight.
Joe, I have for you Pancakes.
That's the title.
That's the title of the story. It was published in 1999.
Oh my god.
It takes place in the 40s because we have Child Hellboy. Truly a held boy.
Stop calling him Held Boy.
Truly a boy.
Truly a boy who has been held.
What?
What is he wearing, Joe? A miniature version of his usual outfit.
No, he isn't.
Because he's a held boy.
Jesse, I just want to. I have to clarify this. Are you saying Held Boy like he's a boy who was put through the process of being
In hell.
hell like that, like a deviled egg?
Yes. A held boy.
Okay, I just had to clarify if it was that or if you're saying he's a boy who's being held.
I was
No.
thinking the same
No.
thing.
Two L's.
Has anyone ever held the boy?
No.
Held him? I would
Yes.
imagine he's been held.
No. No.
Joe says no.
I'm gonna go with Joe on this.
This was also written and drawn by Mike Mignola. He's done everything. He's the sole creator of Hellboy.
Yeah.
I'm the one of the group here who has read Hellboy. I've read all of it.
It's 'cause you're a fucking
All of Hellboy?
All of Hellboy.
Every single Hellboy.
I love Hellboy, actually.
Wow.
I love the Held Boy.
Wow.
Stop calling him that.
The year 1947.
Ooh.
We see a cactus in a desert. The sky, bluish white. It's beautiful. What a lovely day it is. We're at an Air Force base somewhere in New Mexico. Where? Unclear. Probably because it's a secret military base. We see the held boy, as a boy, playing with a lovely brown dog. They're having a grand old time. Someone calls from off panel to Hellboy. Hellboy! Breakfast! Hellboy says, I want hot noodles. The dog goes pant, pant.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
This is very detailed.
Just fucking get on
The
with it.
dog's name is MRC. He is a dog. Hellboy's name? Hellboy.
He's a boy.
He's a boy. We then cut to the inside of the military base, where Hellboy is sitting at the table with a fork in hand. A hand from off panel gives him a plate of pancakes.
That's not hot noodles.
The voice says, you can't have noodles for breakfast. You're gonna have pancakes. As he drops the plate down with a loud clunk. Hellboy looks at it, sad, and goes, what? Clearly disappointed in the absence of hot noodles. We then see an up-close shot of the pancakes. It's a 3-stack. With butter on top. No syrup, though.
Oh. Yeah.
Hellboy's aghast. Oh no! No way! I don't like pancakes! He's flipping out.
It's like
He doesn't like pancakes. He wants those noodles.
See, there's no way he's been hell.
We then finally see the man who's been talking. His name, General Norton Ricker. He's very old. He looks like he has no fun.
That's true.
He says to Hellboy, "You've never had them before. Just try them."
Right.
Never had pancakes before. Stop being a picky child and eat these pancakes. Hellboy pushes the plate away and says they're yucky. The butter smears all over the pancakes with a sharp movement. No longer a nice beautiful square on top of pancakes. General Norton says to him, "One bite," pushing the plate back.
Jake is seething.
Then General Norton takes the fork and takes a piece of pancake and, like, you know, doing the whole choo-choo train thing towards Hellboy, saying, "Open." Like, very demanding of this boy.
It's like Sinister 2.
It is like Sinister too. We then see Hellboy opening his mouth begrudgingly because he's been demanded of it. And then we get a close-up shot of the fork in question with a big USA stamped on it. So that we all know that this fork made in America by the government.
Oh no, that's gonna be a shitty fork. Made in America.
Hellboy eats the chunk of pancake and smiles. The happiest he's ever been as a Hellboy. And says, "I love it." He loves this pancake. Meanwhile, in the city of hell, we see the city of hell, and it's on fire, you know, because it's hell.
Is that actually what it's called? The City of Hell?
It's called Pandemonium, the city of hell. That's the full name.
Okay. Okay.
The city of hell in hell.
Okay.
Okay? We see a bunch of demons and devils screaming in agony. Ah! Yeah! Yeah! They're all writhing around. And then we see Astaroth, one of the lords of hell. He's like, "What the fuck is going on? Why is everyone like flipping the fuck out?" And another lord of hell, Mammon, is going, "It is the boy. He has eaten the pancakes." And Astaroth goes, "He will never come back to us now. He is one of them forever now. Truly, it is our blackest hour." And then we see the final shot, an empty plate where the pancakes were.
Foreboding.
Wild.
I can start reading Hellboy, honestly.
This was
That was probably the best comic that we've heard thus far.
He says this every episode.
and always about me.
Yeah.
Excuse me, it was about me and the Aquaman one.
Yeah, but then the intelligent horse came.
Jeremy hasn't gotten one yet.
No, Joe doesn't like anything that I say.
This was
Joe
I
likes
like Doctor
time.
Strange in his sneakers.
That was Jesse.
No, was it? That was
No, I
Jeremy.
don't think. Did he have sneakers in yours?
No, I talked about his sneakers though for a while.
Yeah, because I brought up the sneakers.
I liked it when Jeremy talked about Doctor Strange's sneakers. And I liked it when he answered if Spider-Man fought the Hulk.
So yeah, that was a 2-page bonus story, and
Oh.
I thought a nice dramatic reading would really drag it out and make it a little more exciting.
Yeah, make Jake mad.
Yeah.
And make Jake mad because he hates fun.
I hope Cat quits over
It
this.
sounds like
Chief's gonna love it because Chief loves fun, unlike you.
and pancakes.
Question time.
Wow. What should I ask?
It's a pretty simple story. Hellboy loves pancakes now.
What? It's pretty self-explanatory. What do you
Yeah.
need to know?
Yeah, it's your
You
classic.
answered what he was wearing already, so.
I knew you were gonna ask.
It's your classic boy meets pancake.
Boy eats pancake. Lords of Hell are distraught.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
We're going through all the archetypes in these episodes.
Yeah. Wow. 1947. New Mexico. Military base. Pancakes. That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
no
it.
questions, Your Honor.
The boy. Yeah.
Boy was hell.
Alright.
All right, decision time.
2,000 years, Joe is free.
Okay. Drum roll, please. The liar is Jeremy.
Correct.
Holy shit!
He's on a roll,
Holy
ladies and gentlemen.
shit!
You got me.
How'd you catch him?
I don't know.
Yeah, a little too ridiculous.
That story
He
was,
saw
that story
Jeremy's
was a
no
little whack.
That's fair.
Just a little bit, because I don't know Hellboy. So
I
like,
don't know.
it could be real. It's far-fetched, but those were also far-fetched.
Hey, I thought my luchador story. I thought when he heard the fairy story, he's like, "This sounds like bullshit." And then when he heard vampire
Right.
luchadors,
Right,
he's like,
I heard that. Heard the pancake. Okay. So it's all nonsense.
Hellboy's pretty nonsense.
Yeah.
"Well,
Yeah.
holy
I
shit!"
think it was the ABBA thing that
The ABBA thing, that's what got you.
It was a little fishy for me.
Yeah. Well,
Because-
Joe's getting better or we're getting worse.
Because what year did you say this took place in yours?
It took place in the early 80s.
Exactly. ABBA was already broken up.
Well, they were modeled off of that, but it wasn't actually ABBA.
Still.
Alright.
he got you on a technicality.
Hey everybody, it's me, the loud one, Jeremy. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on all of our social media accounts that you can find linked here. And also be sure to follow our editor, Kat, the only competent person in the entire team. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.